Okay, so here we have my vintage Vinylmation poster, and as you see all the way on my left is my Big Ben, from my Peter Pan Big Ben, and my other Big Ben and my guitar are my Urbans. And then all the way on the right I have an interpretation of the Persistence of Memory with a vintage twist to it. Now in the middle row I have my other two Disney ones, my Mary Poppins and my 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And all the way on the right I have both my other art styles. The 4-box one of typewriters is an Andy Warhol type Vinylmation, and just another infamous painting of a ship on the water. And lastly I have in the middle my last Urban, which is just a simple dress form with ink spots, and then on the left I have my minimalist, and on the right I have my choice. And that is my poster. Okay, so now you see that we have my box and my poster, and I'm just going to show you all of the sides before I start explaining. So, okay, and the way I styled the words is to fit, and the way I put this Vinylmation was because it was already kind of in half, and I just made it so it was purposeful, and that's my dress form one. And this panel and my top panel are my two favorites, and I like how they're like modern but also classic. And that was my Disney panel, and so let's see what's inside. Okay, so this is my dress form plush, and as you see there are some designs that weren't originally there. I just added to make it a little more interesting, and so that's, yeah, my my ink spots, and just looking at the details and how I made sure they lined up. See how they line up to equalize on the back and the front, and I made it as similar as possible for the designs to make it, yeah, look cool. But as you see, the stitching is like really thin and close together to make sure that it stayed, and all the stuffing was inside it. So just another look at stitching. Okay, so now I have my little plaster that I made as my Mary Poppins, because that was my most simple that I could paint, but that was not my minimalist, so that's what I did for that. As you see, the brown was a little darker than I expected, so made it all the way around. Okay, and now here are my trading cards that I made. This is the Justice League and the Avengers, and my Toms is I like Toms a lot. They're one of my favorite shoes, and whales are my favorite animal, explaining why I did whales. Look at the little whale. It's so cute. Anyways, my Justice League and my Avengers, and how the blue and the red represent DC comics, and the red represents Marvel, and how they're kind of almost rivalries, I guess, but they're opposites. And I made this one around Christmas time, if you couldn't tell, based on a nail art thing that I've done, so that's that. And here is my custom Vinylmation. In my custom Vinylmation on my box, I did it as Gandalf, as you can see, with a hat and a staff. I'm going to pull him out here. Okay, and as you see, I did Billo's house in the background because he visits it often. Billo and Frodo, and then I did Hobbiton all around the sides and made little houses, and then on the back I have Mordor and the volcano, Mount Doom, and then on top I just have the ring with what resembles fire. As you see. Okay, now here's Gandalf. Ta-da! Look at him. And I made his beard was very complicated, kind of. His nose was complicated, and the eyes were very small and difficult to do. And his arms were kind of stiff because of the paint, but. And I made the hat and the staff out of air-dried clay, and once they dried, I painted them. And a little part on the staff is not completely painted, so I'm going to take his hat and staff off. Okay. And just getting you to show that I did paint his entire head. So, and I didn't just get lazy and just painted the part that showed. His staff was sort of difficult. And I made the hats so that they fit purposefully and slid on and off easily. And the fireworks in his ears, they are represented because Gandalf is often known for having fireworks in the movies and in the books, because if you've ever seen Lord of the Rings, then you know that when the children come up and for Bilbo's party, he provides the fireworks. So that's that. Just one more look at him inside of his box, and it took me a lot shorter of time than I really expected, probably because painting is my favorite thing. So here we go. Here's everything: my poster, plush, plaster, my box, both of my boxes, my Gandalf custom, and my trading cards.